Welcome to today's podcast. Today we have Jim, Dean, myself, and Paul. Let's give a moment of silence for Jeffrey. He's currently busy doing school stuff, I think. Amen.
Amen.
What a way to start.
I, I I was debating like doing a little song in the background,
Yeah, I
with
was
the
about to say,
it was a
who
little,
can say
say where
where
the
the road
road
goes,
goes.
where the day goes? Only time.
I was that would have been an option. I was thinking like save the puppies
Oh.
or save the children or just good old America. Just sing a little national anthem in the background.
As you guys can tell, Kenny has been revived.
Yep.
He's back.
We used the 7 Dragon Balls to revive him.
Yeah, well, it took us a little while to gather him up all again to revive Jeff, but we're working hard at it, one day at a time.
Yep.
And speaking of Dragon Ball, today's topic we're going to talk about manga and anime, which is something we all follow to different extents, but I'd say we are all fans of it, right?
Nutty.
Correct.
How often have we talked about like anime in this podcast?
I don't think we've ever talked about it. We mentioned hentai every now and then, but like never like anime or manga.
How is it that we have like large interest in anime, large interest in video games, yet we never talk about any of them to like much of a great extent?
That's because we're fucking a bigger degenerate.
Yeah, anime and to lesser extent manga is like one of my top 5 hobbies. Other stuff being like video games and also like following politics and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something I spend a lot of my time. Well, I mean, not so much anymore, but something I spend time doing at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it because of like the current season, or you're just like meh about it at the moment?
It's getting harder and harder for an anime to pique my interest to watch it, because like to spend time watching it is me losing time to on spending time on doing like playing video games or like following politics, where I listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff. So I have to leverage my time, and so my standard for anime is a lot higher now, where if the synopsis gets me, I'll try it, but then I'll give it like a few episodes to see if it captures my interest, and then if not, I drop it, which I do a lot more often than I used to.
You're getting old man.
Yeah, you're getting
Maybe.
old.
But yeah, I guess a good way to start is just to talk about how we all got into anime and manga. And I guess I'll go first since I'm already talking. So I first started watching it when I was like a little kid. The shows I would watch were like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball, and then Yu Yu Hakusho I watched a lot of. But the fourth one I don't remember like most of what happened. I just remember watching it. And the other 3 I would like, I was more into, and then Dragon Ball was my number 3, but I didn't remember much what happened in Dragon Ball, but until I got older, where Dragon Ball Z Kai came out, and I was like, oh shit, it's that show I used to watch a lot of, and then I would watch that and kind of pick up all the pieces of what I remember from my childhood, and then yeah. And I don't remember much of Dragon Ball, but like the original OG Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z. But I kind of like Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't remember much from that.
Yeah.
And then
I just know the spirit gun.
I just know that there's like the short guy with like crazy hair who's like yeah. Yeah, and then the bulky guy with the red hair, and then the main character. I remember thinking it was like Dragon Ball, but not as good. But I don't know. Maybe I should give it another shot. But and then I didn't really know that they were like Japanese until I was like older. I thought they were just like cartoons, but like different, because like it was like this distinction between Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball, and Pokemon, and versus like Samurai Jack or Jackie Chan Adventures. There's something different about the two of them.
Like you knew there was like something different about those shows, but you just didn't know why.
Yeah. Like, I was like drawn more towards like the Japanese shows, because even though I didn't know they were Japanese, I was drawn more to those for some reason. And yeah, I didn't really watch much anime after those first few years of my childhood until like I said, I picked up Dragon Ball, Z Kai later. But then after that, I didn't really follow anime until junior year, where people were talking about like Sword Art Online and Attack on Titan
Whoa,
and Angel Beats,
crazy.
and I'm just like, what is this? Oh, it's anime, and then I just never bothered to watch it until that year. So when I first got to anime, like for real, like I was like watching banger after banger. Um, like I was watching, I think my first show was Sword Art, which I liked at the time, and then I'm not as much of a fan of anymore.
Now it just fell
Attack on
off.
Titan, Attack on Titan was a banger, and then I watched.
Wasn't Sword Art a lot of people's like gateway anime?
Yeah, that was mine for sure. Like if you don't count, the stuff I already mentioned. Sword Art was my gateway, and then Attack on Titan was good. Angel Beats was good. Then someone recommended me High School of the Dead. I thought it was gonna be like like something with a story, but obviously it had a lot of story, just not in the traditional way.
What do you mean? It had story.
Yeah, then I watched DxD, then Code Geass, Death Note, and then all the big ones people recommend, and then eventually I just started watching lesser known ones, and yeah, I've been a fan for a while, but over time I've started watching less and less. Yeah, it's pretty much my anime journey. What you guys?
Mine basically same as you. Like growing up watching Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh,
Hey,
and then later on, like on late night Toonami. I don't know if you guys remember Toonami, but
yep.
it
Everyone
used to.
knew that.
Yeah, it used to play some anime too. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Trigun, Rurouni Kenshin, One Piece. Toonami was the gateway for me to that introduced me to anime, and then I started watching it more and more. And then I think somewhere in I want to say middle school ish era, like I kind of took a break from anime, and then I didn't really watch much TV in middle school, to be honest. And then coming back into like freshman, sophomore year high school, that's when I started getting back into anime. And then I remember during spring break sophomore year, I binge watched like 300 or something One Piece episodes.
Whoa, 300. Jesus.
Yeah, like I did that like fucking woke up, started watching One Piece, eating One Piece, even when I was dropping a load, was watching One Piece. Then from the whole spring break, I caught up, and then I was all right. Get to
That sounds exhausting. That legit.
I mean, it's not
kinda gave me-
exhausting if you're into the show,
That's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I don't know. Just binge watching something for that long,
But yeah, I was
consistently, it gave me like a little mini headache just now, just thinking of that.
I was like hella like absorbed into it, and then I was like, all right. And then like come towards end of spring break, I was like, all right, cool, I'm caught up now. I can just watch it every week or every few weeks. And letting episodes rack up a little bit and start watching again.
Were you
that-
able to like easily transition from like binge watching it like every hour of every day to like, all right, I guess I'll just have to wait a week now?
Nah, it's like after one episode, it's like, oh man.
You're like, fuck.
And then
No,
so
I need my fix.
so
You're like
I
druggy.
ended up. So the thing I do now is I wait like maybe 3 weeks. So like, there's like 3 episodes, and then I start watching it.
Got you.
But the only thing about One Piece, I'm not really a fan of. Though One Piece is still my favorite anime, but then it's just like it takes forever to get back to where they continued. It'll be like first 2-minute opening, and then a fucking 5-minute recap, and then a fucking another couple minutes of them talking, and then it'll go back to the episode.
That's how you know how old the anime is, because they're still following the same formula back then.
Yep.
Wait, do they do that for like every episode?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
How
Yeah,
you do
it
that
gets
like
kind of
beginning of the
exhausting.
season?
So instead of having a normal 28 episode minute of long episode is actually, but in reality is actually like 22 minutes.
Like, what number are they at for the anime?
Shit, like 800 or something. I want to say I forgot. I'm
Dude,
like I'm like a month behind on anime. Not gonna lie.
that's crazy. Like, I think we're gonna die, and then One Piece is still like only like halfway or something.
Well, the manga I remember. I want to say 3 or 4 years ago. The manga was only 70% done.
And
Alright,
it was like
so
1,000 chapters in or some shit.
And then yeah, right now in the manga and the anime are kind of close to each other already, so well, not really,
Hmm.
but in the manga is like pretty intense right now with what's happening from what I've been told. So it'll be a trip later on when it becomes into an anime.
Has it just been the same anime studio that's been making One Piece, or has it been like different studios over time?
Yep, Funimation.
Funimation, just that.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, wow.
Hmm.
What do you think it's like to be on that team? Just like, all right, it's been 20 years. Time to do some more One
I'm
Piece.
pretty sure like a grandpa is teaching his grandkid like the fundamentals of doing One Piece animation. Like,
yeah, and that grandkid will take over.
Yep, family tradition.
I've been drawing this
Yeah.
all my life.
Speaking of One Piece, they are at episode 960.
wow, holy
Yeah.
shit.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of episodes.
Like Dragon Ball is only even like it has like 3 4 series and it's still not even like it's like a few hundred behind that too,
Yeah.
actually.
Hmm.
If you count like literally every Dragon Ball series, it's still close, but yeah.
I think the only
But
thing beating One Piece is Detective Conan.
Yeah. That's the other one, yeah.
is this still
Wait.
going on?
Conan?
How,
I don't
yeah,
know.
how many episodes are in Conan?
I don't know. Do you know, Dean?
They don't have it on Crunchyroll.
Wait, that's still going on?
Bro, it'll never end.
What? I thought that was like an old anime that just everyone just like had fondness about.
Honestly, I feel like Pokemon will never end.
I mean, it's yeah.
I mean, I don't think it'll end as long as that the games keep selling because I think the anime is literally just like promotion for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's more for little kids, really. It's what their target audience really is.
but who's buying all the games? There's people
Well,
buying each.
no, you're right. You're right. It's not entirely, but it's
But yeah, no, they
Oh,
are
okay,
gearing it
so
more towards
they're
kids.
not
trying to
too
aim
bad.
for kids, but they also get like the older adults who are like nostalgic about Pokemon.
So they're at Detective Conan is at episode 996.
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
Oh,
It's going for
So
a
like,
big
he's catching
1,000.
up.
Damn, do you think those two shows will keep on going because they don't want to lose to the other one?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this thing ended like a while, like in episode 24 or some shit. But
you're about like 900 and like 70 chapters off.
Bro, like I don't know anything about Conan, but isn't that kid like shouldn't he be like an adult already because he's been solving so many goddamn cases? Like
Same with
all that time's got to add up. He can't be like a kid anymore. He's got to be like a
He
teenager or
has
some
Ash
shit, right?
Ketchum syndrome.
yeah,
Yep.
he has the Ash Ketchum syndrome. But for him, it was like a curse. I think I don't, or some shit happened to him, and then now he's a kid forever.
Damn, his girlfriend's
I
never.
wonder if
gonna
anyone's ever like kept track of how many days passed in like those two shows. Just like
Someone probably
They
has.
really are.
Some crazy person probably took the time to actually document that.
yeah, but regardless, back to how we all got into it. So Kenny, you know, anything you have to say after like the One Piece story? Like,
Um, back after one, like before One Piece, like I, I kind of so when anime played on Toonami, it was in English, so it was in
yeah.
Japanese dub. So like when I started watching it in Japanese dub, it was kind of offsetting for me since I was just used to it being in English. But later on, I like as days went by, watching more and more, like I enjoyed it more in Japanese, and then so whenever I watch an anime in English dub now, it's like kind of weird for me. Mine is that one anime we watched that was all jokes.
Oh, Ghost Stories.
Yes, Ghost Story.
Ghost Stories. That was a great anime right there, or at least his great voice acting, or
Yeah.
his voice actors.
Yeah, and yeah, that was my anime adventure as a kid,
All
growing
right,
up to now.
Nice.
nice. All right, I guess I'll go next then. Uh, I mean, beginning's probably just as similar as everyone else here. I watched cartoons. I watched Saturday morning cartoons is what I saw. And if we're lucky, somehow we had access to Cartoon Network, but I didn't know what anime was. I just watched the cartoons on Saturday morning. And whatever popped up on the screen, that was entertaining to watch. And I don't know what it is about the anime art style or just the shows, but it just felt like something. There was like an actual story going on. That's why it felt like so different. Like it felt like something was happening, whereas the other cartoon shows just felt like it's just what we would consider like slice of life today. Just like it's just there's a story going on, but it's only going on for like one episode. Whereas the anime shows, like like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that, Yu-Gi-Oh was probably the one I saw the most. That one had an actual story going on. I saw Pokemon every now and then, but mostly I didn't see Pokemon on from networks or anything like that. Most of the shows about Pokemon, I literally just got as like VHS tapes from the library. Is where I saw most of it. I was
Yeah,
just like,
I think back in the day, Pokemon was on 4Kids TV, not Cartoon Network.
Isn't 4Kids still going on to this day? I don't know if they do Pokemon anymore, but yeah,
I'm not
anyway,
too sure.
I don't know. The only thing I remember from like 4Kids was like just like Tokyo Mew Mew and Sonic. That's what I remember.
Hey, Sonic.
That's what I remember. Was Sonic wasn't anime, right? It's legitimately like a American studio that made Sonic, right?
I think so.
I don't remember. I don't remember what the
yeah,
art
I don't
style
know.
was in that show. I just know that the intro
Opening was
song,
a banger.
opening is a banger. Meme to oblivion as well. Um, but yeah, I didn't really get into anime that much up until maybe like high school, beginning of high school, or maybe like the end of middle school. Well, it's probably somewhere between the two. But I think how I started watching like anime a little bit more, or became more open to it, was legit. I was playing TF2 at the time, and I remember being on a server, and there was like a bunch of sprays on the wall. So if you guys don't know what sprays are pretty much like those like PNGs or pictures that you get from like Google, and you just like spray on the wall in the game. And so sometimes, depending on the server, you see like funny gifs or cat memes. You know the old cat memes. Or sometimes, depending on the server, sometimes you'll probably see actual porn. Is what you'd see. And so I remember just one time sitting at the beginning of Badwater Basin, and I saw a spray of like these two anime characters. One guy had like orange hair, and the other person was like a shorter girl with like black hair. I was like, huh, what's this? Searched it up, found out it was Bleach. I'm like, huh, I don't know who these guys are, but I ship it. And so I started watching Bleach. And it was like on this like pirated anime website where apparently if you watch too many episodes in a row, they put a limit. It's like, you can't watch anymore today. You come back in like a couple hours. I'm like, gosh darn it. All right, fine. And I think I was probably like a little bit ashamed, or just like, anime. Those are for dorks. Because whenever someone would come downstairs, and because the computer was sitting in the downstairs living room at the time, where I was watching Bleach, if I heard like my sisters like come downstairs, I'd immediately just like close the screen. Like, oh, look, I'm playing RuneScape. I'm not watching anime. And so
They probably thought you were watching porn or some shit.
I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not one of those losers. Those that watch that anime or that manga.
Yeah.
And so eventually I got caught, and my sister was like, she called out to my other sister like, oh, look, Paul's watching anime. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Loser.
No, it's not me. I'm not watching anime. No. And then after that point, I was like, you know what? They saw me. Whatever. I'm just gonna watch Bleach, and I stopped giving a shit after then. And I think after Bleach was done, I was like, took another break from anime because I went pretty. I saw a lot of the arcs. I think I probably finished off near like one of those super. I want to say vampires, but I was like, that's not right. I don't remember the vampire arc, but that's what I'm describing, and that's what it is. And yeah, I eventually over time, once graduated from high school, started just opening up to like anime a little bit more. Actually, no. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
So
I
you're
think
trying to lie to us now?
I
For
guess so.
real.
No, because I remember at some point in high school, I watched Girl Log On, and by God, that's still to this day my favorite anime. The only reason why I remember this is because I gave a dumbass speech about it at a marching unit, but without saying it was from Girl Log On. But those who knew made fun of me for it. One of them may be in the server in this Discord right now.
That was from Gurren Lagann. I never watched that show. Is that what it?
Oh, you never watched it? Oh, it's probably Gabriel then, or no, fuck, no, or it's like one.
Gabriel wouldn't make fun of you for that.
Nah. But he's like probably recognize it, or probably like the other one, whose name I will not actually drop in the podcast.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then over time, I just started watching anime more freely as I got older.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that leaves you, Dean.
Yes.
I'm pretty much how I got started is pretty much the same, but mine was like on a Sunday because I was in the Philippines, and it was dubbed in Tagalog. So when I got to the States, like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, but most of the time, yeah, I've been watching anime for a long time, and I didn't take any breaks at all. Besides, like, you know, the new stuff now.
It's just been like a constant thing for you.
Yeah, it's been like, I think getting here in the States made it a lot easier to watch anime. Because what we used to do is, like, you know, go somewhere, and then, you know, some DVD shop or a movie, you know, that sells DVDs with anime on them, and we just buy them or rent, and then go back home and watch them. That's how I used to get my anime. And then when we got here, it was like, oh shit, okay, like, you know, Saturdays are, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh. I forgot what else. Pokemon.
Dragon Ball?
Yeah. Dragon Ball's a big fucking thing. I think that's, you know, it's like one of the big things I watch as a kid.
It was number 3 on my list as a kid, but now that I'm older, I prefer it over Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dragon Ball, Naruto, Sailor Moon, Card Captor Sakura was one of them too. Yeah, there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think my cousin told me that there's like a website to watch anime, you know, some illegal websites, and that's when I got hooked. Like I would watch like I'd calculate. All right, this is 12 episodes, so this is like about roughly like 3 to 4 hours. All right, let's get this shit going. All right, next series.
All right, I think you know who the number one anime man in this group is now.
Yeah, there were like some stuff where I started avoiding. Like the only thing I would watch was like rom-coms or like action adventures, and I would skip like the rest of the stuff. Trigun was a big thing for me. I really like Trigun. I think that's like top 10 right there of my anime. Yeah, now I don't even watch anime. I just read manga, which I don't know. It's a lot more convenient for me than just, you know, sit in my desk for like 30 minutes watching anime. So yeah.
Right. That's not bad.
One thing I do want to talk about now that you mentioned it was like how much easier it is to watch anime now. Because I remember when I was watching Dragon Ball Kai, I had to watch it during Saturday cartoons, but I want to watch something else like whatever. I had to go on YouTube, and YouTube is such a
bro,
like,
it was like 10 parts.
Yeah, I had to watch
10 parts.
I had to watch the Dragon Ball movies, like the the Cooler movie, and then the Broly movie. I had to watch that shit on YouTube, and it split into fucking parts. And the shittiest thing is like if you're watching like one part, and then the next part is like a Spanish dub, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like where's the English? Where's the English sub?
Or if a part is missing, you're just like you either have to like try really hard to find it, or you just like either stop watching it or just like go on despite missing that.
What's that other
YouTube?
What's that old other like video service? Dailymotion.
Dailymotion.
Yeah, you'd have to go to Dailymotion and find it there. If it's not there, you're kind of like, fuck.
Or when you click on the next part and it's like in the fucking AMV or some shit, you're just like, oh yeah, go away. Yeah, and then it was such bullshit. And then you're at the mercy of the people who are posting this shit.
Yeah.
And then later on when I like started watching like SAO, AOT, and all that stuff, like I was introduced to Kiss Anime, which probably was, I think it's down now, but it was the biggest pirating anime website for like a really long time.
Yeah, it was.
Which, by the way, if you can afford paying for it, get Crunchyroll or Funimation or VRV or some shit where you can watch it legally. Like, it's better to do that to help them keep pumping out anime for you to watch versus pirating it. If you can afford like $5, $6 a month or something.
Nah, fuck that. Illegal websites. Live.
Plus, you don't get fucking Naruto hentai ads all the time.
That's what I'm there for.
He wants to know how many times he can come in a session in 5 minutes.
But yeah, if you can pay for Crunchyroll, do it as long as they sponsor us. Crunchyroll, we're looking up for you guys.
Yeah, send us the email that you're.
But now you just pay a few bucks for Crunchyroll, or you can find like an illegal website like Kiss Anime. I don't know that any of that exists now. I'm sure Paul does because he doesn't pay for his shit. But just
one day.
No, it's fine. What is it? Yeah, it's just so much easier now. Now there's shit on Netflix too. Like Netflix has so much anime now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's also anime on Amazon Prime as well.
Yeah, there is. There is.
Yeah.
And Hulu, like you can find anime anywhere except Disney Channel. I'm pretty sure Disney Channel doesn't have a Frozen anime, but maybe one day. I don't know.
Maybe, you never know. I mean,
bro, they have Japanese Spider-Man. Does that count?
Don't they have like a Japanese Justice League or some shit.
Wasn't it like Marvel or something?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not
like
sure it's
this,
in their Disney
Stan
Plus
Lee.
website.
Stan Lee had like he was they made an anime about that, and he was like all down with it.
Bro, they made the anime of Wolverine. I watched that shit and I was like, holy shit, dude. This is a lot better.
They also we were talking about like Justice League. They did make an anime about like Batman though, about like Batman being teleported to like feudal Japan or something like that.
Yeah, Batman got isekai to feudal Japan.
It was like Ninja Batman or something.
Yeah.
Some dumb title, but
Yeah. You know, they made an anime about my favorite show of all time, which is Supernatural. You know, not an anime, but it's like it's like a show where these two brothers hunt stuff. They made an anime about it, and out of curiosity, I watched it. I was like, you know, how bad could this be? And I watched the English dub because they used the real actors as the voice actors. I was like, fuck it, all right, let's see how it goes. And they fucking like changed everything, and I was like really disappointed.
oh really?
They couldn't keep like the OG Dean voice actor or Dean actor for the voice until like the last two episodes. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Should asked our Dean here. He would have done it.
Me unga bunga, me fight ghost.
But my point is, their adaptations of Western stuff is usually not very good. It's usually you should just watch the OG stuff. But I guess that's a general rule for adaptations in general. Like it's probably not gonna be as good.
What like a Japanese studio that made this anime?
Yeah, they did the animation, and they had like the Japanese dub too, and then for the English dub they reused like the OG like Sam and Dean, or I mean mostly Sam voice for that, but that's about it.
It's always super fascinating watching like Japanese interpretation of what like the West is, and more specifically what America is.
Oh yeah,
like,
dude.
Like you see like Westerners, or even sometimes you see like black people. You're like,
bro, black
people like
in
sweat a little bit.
Are always like super muscular.
Either super muscular, kind of have like big lips. I still remember seeing that thumbnail of that one black guy with the pink shirt flipping someone off, but like instead of like the usual way where you flip someone off, it's like front to front, and so like you see their palm of their hand, and you just like they're flipping you off like frontwards. Like, what is this?
Have you guys ever seen like clips of them trying to speak English in anime in like the Japanese dub? Those are always hilarious to me.
It's always like either they're learning English, or it's like, yes, this character knows 2 languages, is born in America, or it's like mixed and can speak English fluently. And then the scenes where they do speak English, you're like, hi, hello, my name is Larry Stewart. Nice to meet you. And you're like, oh, so good English, so good, so good. Jozu.
Yeah, and it's obviously, I'm sure it's what they hear whenever we go to Japan. We're like, Ohio,
Ohio gozaimasu.
Mm-hmm.
Watashi no
Arigato.
Ohio wa
Watashi wa
ouru desu. Dozo yoroshiku.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah. So anime, it's just so much more convenient. And then another thing I want to talk to you guys about is what do you guys think about how anime is now versus like when you first started watching? Because I think like when I first started watching, like I said, everything I watched was good because usually I would get recommendations it's usually stuff they know that you'll like because it's like the most popular shit.
Yeah.
But now I just feel like it's just so hard for anime to catch my interest now because a lot of them are like, hey, I was reborn into another world and I have this cheat power where I can obliterate everything within 1 second and all the girls love me. and it's just like it's always some variation of that. It's just it gets really repetitive and
I
boring.
take it you're not an isekai man.
I like the concept. It's just like it's just so overdone now
it got
that
overused that.
yeah, like whenever I read manga, which is not that often, like every now and then, like I've just dropped so many series, where like it's just some guy who it's like the same formula, but they didn't make one little change, like oh hey this guy's reborn to another world, but his mom is with him, or this guy's born in another world, but except this time, uh, he's gay, or this guy's born to another world, but except this time he actually isn't really super OP, and he just dies over and over. The last one I enjoy, but it's usually like the same formula over and over again, and just like it's all the same shit. And
I tried watching the mom isekai for the mom, and I think probably like 5 minutes into the first episode, I think I just dropped it. It didn't even like teleport it. I was just like, the art of the girls look cute, but I can't make myself get there.
Like the isekais I like are the ones where they add like something different to it. Like Shield Hero I enjoyed. Mostly the first half. The second half was after like the satisfying part of Shield Hero. It just became a regular isekai. It was still enjoyable, but it wasn't as good. ReZero, where it's different, where the guy is actually really underpowered and he just dies over and over. And then Konosuba, where it's like more comedy. They don't really take itself too seriously, and it's more of like a parody than anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If it's a comedy isekai, I can they just they're just having a blast with this stuff.
What I can't stand were the ones where like, hey, I'm reborn in another world, except this time instead of being an adventurer and fighting shit, I'm gonna live a slow life and all I do is just farm. And you're like, oh, but you like do something, right? No, I'm gonna grow carrots this episode. Then this episode, I'm gonna grow some onions. Like,
I like that one, the slow life farmer one.
I just want to blow my brains out. I'm just like, why? Why is this? Who wants to watch this?
Me.
I guess you don't like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley.
I've never played those two, so
I have not either. But that's what it sounds. That's what it sounds like you're describing.
Yeah. So I don't like. There has to be like a purpose. That's what I need to get me like interested at all. And then other stuff's really important, like the overall plot and characters and all that too.
I'm just trying to learn how to farm. So I watch that.
You got Farming Simulator.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you guys think?
Well, when it comes to, like specifically for like isekais, I kind of get what you're saying, because like there's been a lot, and there's always that constant at the beginning. It always seems like kind of lazy, so they're like, oh, like they got hit by a truck and now they're in another world. There's always a truck. What's with like animes and trucks? I mean, I guess that's the only realistic way you could. I think that's the only realistic way you could die prematurely in Japan, I guess.
Yeah.
So like you copy paste like a truck of a different isekai and then into their isekai.
Wouldn't even know.
You just copy paste the truck and save some time.
Has anyone made an isekai where the truck goes to the other world? Truck driving simulator in another world.
No,
That has to be.
The truck's the protagonist.
That has to be a thing. There's no way that's not a thing.
It's not there.
Holy shit! I know what I'm doing, boys. I know what we're doing.
Good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. There's been like a couple isekais. The one I'm currently watching is like
More than a couple, yeah.
Yeah, more than a couple. The one I'm currently watching right now this season is one where a guy gets reborn as a baby. And you know what? Just apparently, according to Jim, when I told him about it, it's like, there's a bunch of them have done that. I was like, oh, I thought that's an interesting concept. You know what? Even though it's been done a lot, apparently, I've still been enjoying it. Right now, currently, this is a good season for anime for me. Especially
I think you can enjoy isekais as long as you watch maybe one a season. But if you watch like the 5 if you try out 5 at once in one season, you're just like, I am overwhelmed.
This is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
that
plot.
was definitely close. I mean, the two I'm watching are like ReZero and the baby anime right now. So I think that's fine. But ReZero is like season 2, so just a continuation of like previous seasons. So it already has like a good foundation for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, boss. I barely watch anime. Just read
I
manga.
mean, you just say manga instead. I know Dean is more of a manga reader than anything. Like, how have your tastes changed?
Comment section.
I
Are
don't
you guys
know.
reading?
I just like.
You can comment too. You let us know what you guys think. But yeah,
I just think like whatever piques my interest, whether it is a isekai or not, I'll read like a chapter, and I find if I find it boring, I'm dropping it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a manga reader, especially compared to like you guys.
I'm not really much of one either. Like I was at one at first when I first discovered it because I saw Dean would have it open all the time. I was like, oh, okay, I should give it a shot. And when I first discovered it, I read a lot of it, just like anime. But then over time, I dropped like probably like 95% of the things I've been reading, where I'm just like I just don't care what's happening anymore, and I just never read it again. So
I think the first manga.
anymore.
I think the first manga I ever read was back in elementary school, and I didn't even know what manga was. Again, same how like with anime, instead of like animes like cartoons, instead of manga like comics. And I saw one of my classmates reading it, and he's like, I remember I would just ask him, like, pestering him, like, hey, can I read that? You have like several books like right there. Can I read it? And he was like, he was annoyed. And he was like, reluctantly said, like, all right, fine. If you stop annoying me, you can read it. I'm like, yes. And it was Shaman King.
Hey, Shaman King's a good one.
Yeah.
I used to watch.
They're
when I was
having a
kid.
Shaman King reboot, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. When I was a kid, when I first watched Shaman King and I finished the series, I wanted to have a blue dragon with me. I was like, damn, I wanted this so bad.
Yeah, I don't remember what I read specifically about that manga, but I just remember I enjoyed it.
Oh,
I think the first manga I ever read was Dragon Ball, and then it was even the beginning. It was like volume 4 or something, and then it was where Goku is like in the Red Ribbon Army, and then I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then later on, that's what got me into Dragon Ball, and then I started watching it on Toonami, and then like I was like, oh, I don't have to envision it in my head no more. I can just watch it now. So that's when I stopped reading as much.
Yeah, there's also like I think there are advantages and disadvantages to both. I think the advantage of a manga is like it's like usually ahead of the anime because it's the source material, so you can read more of it. You can also get more details out of it because usually in the anime, I think how it works is that they just kind of clip out all like the stuff they don't think is important and just keep the important stuff, which can be good, but a good amount of the time it can be pretty bad where you're just watching it and you're just like, what the fuck is happening? And then the plot's just moving incredibly fast. I'm thinking of like God of High School right now. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like the manga's more detailed, but overall I think I'm with Kenny where I think watching is just a far better experience if it's done at least decently, where like the voice acting, the music that happens when you're watching like Dragon Ball or My Hero Academia or something, or Attack on Titan, it gives it even just the color alone just like gives it so much more life where you feel more immersed into the world where a manga can't really give you that same experience. Not to diss your preferred media or medium, Dean, but I think anime overall, like if it's done decently, it's a much more enjoyable experience. The shitty part is though that you have to wait forever for like a season 2 sometimes, which really sucks.
Oh yeah, no season 2 for me, baby.
Yes,
it's just like my Berserk fucking thing where the guy goes on hiatus and now I'm stuck. I'm stuck for life.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I'm also just as monkey brain. Like I need colors. I like it when it's like animated. I like the music. I like the voice. But more specifically, I like the colors. And I know this for sure because there are times, and I'm going to bring this back to hentai for a bit. Sometimes when you're like reading like doujins, and then you find some of the hentai that you're reading has color, you're like, holy shit, this changes everything. And it's also how sometimes like if I'm looking at like webtoons or like web comics, I'm like, ah yes, good. Yes, there's a good porn right here. I can see colors.
Yeah, I think webtoons are kind of slept on because people usually think of like manga, but webtoons having color like is just it's just I'm a fucking ape brain, dude. I see color I'm like
so
ooh,
much.
pretty.
And then
Yeah,
just go back to like regular manga or like Japanese or hentai, and it's just like black and white. It feels
it's like, it's like regressive. And obviously, there's a reason. I think it's like to save like ink, right, or save money on ink or some shit.
definitely it's to save on
Yeah,
ink.
I think that's the reason. But I'm just like, but you could add color though. Come on.
You can add color. It's like it's the only comic format that's purely in black and white, unless you're thinking about like the funny sections in newspapers. That's it.
Yeah,
Everything else is like it has color and just adds so much.
yeah. And then, like I said, the shitty part is when you have to wait for season 2 if it ever happens. Like how I'm still waiting for season 2 of like Devil is a Part Timer or season 2 of
Right.
what's that show?
Yeah, I don't think. I think they can make a season 2 of the Devil's a Part Timer, judging from the stuff that
Season 2 of
It's
High School of the Dead, which is never gonna happen.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
It's so sad. I read the manga for that too, just because I wanted my fix. And then when I found
Same.
out the author died, like no, even this, I want my psycho back. I want best girl back.
Yeah, I read the manga too, and then I learned he died. I'm like, well, I guess this is the most we'll ever see of this world.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, the hentai feels incomplete. It's criminal how little hentai there is in that show.
Oh,
It's like it's not even hentai, but it's like the most borderline you can get without like it's missing like the the thrusting and shit where like in softcore porn where they don't actually like you don't see them like fuck.
No, I'm talking about the actual hentai, the fan art.
Oh,
The fan
never
art.
mind.
It's criminal how little there is of that show, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I actually watched the dub version of that show. Actually, most of the time I watch things in like sub or like in Japanese voice, but that is one of those few I actually watch in dub, and I just prefer it that way.
I'm in the minority of people where I like sub or dub. It usually doesn't faze me at all. Like I can listen to both. Sometimes a dub, like they can have really annoying voices in dub, but it's the same thing for sub for me. Sometimes the sub can have really annoying voices. I'm just like,
yeah, I'm the same as
yeah. Like I think I was watching this one show called Gamers, and then the Japanese version, the kid was like prepubescent. I'm just like the main character is a dude, and he was prepubescent when everyone else had a deep voice. I'm just like, I can't do this. And then in the dub, like his voice is actually like a regular voice. I'm just like, okay, I'll watch this instead.
Mm.
And same things happen in reverse, where I hear a voice in English dub, I'm just like, cringing too hard, and yeah. But for when it comes to the language thing, I can go either way.
Yeah, same. Quick question.
I mean, like,
quick question,
okay.
real quick. Has anyone read Parallel Paradise?
Yeah, I'm reading that right now.
Okay. I can't wait for the anime.
You know what's getting an anime, Dean?
Huh?
Apparently World's End Harem is getting an anime.
Yes,
I'm just like,
I know.
How are you gonna adapt this shit?
Yo,
without,
I want to see him. I want to see him.
Like apparently, interspecies reviewers like the anime is like way more fucking it's more of a hentai than an anime versus the manga where it's like
Yes,
more,
it is perfect.
I don't know why I haven't watched that yet.
You should watch. I think you'll like it, Paul, because you're a hentai enthusiast.
I look at that like when I first heard about it, like I would enjoy the hell out of this, but I just never got around to watching it. Or
Bro,
never
it's
decided
so
to watch
good.
it.
You know, Funimation got the dub rights for interspecies, and then everyone was like, "What the fuck? No way!"
Yes!
And
Let's
and then like
move.
2 episodes in, the studio was like, "Oh, this is this is a hentai." Never mind. They had to like lose the rights. They gave up the rights to
Yeah,
it
they
because they're
gave
like,
up
"Fuck
the
it."
rights.
Yeah.
So there's like no dub of it. It's just only.
This dub is the first 2 episodes, but
Yeah.
yeah, the third one they're like, "Oh, I guess we can't dub this anymore." I guess there's like more sex in the third episode or something, but
Is it just like what? Like they just don't want to do it because of advertisement, or it's just like some U.S. law or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Maybe you know how Funimation. I think it's probably by law also, but like there's kids watching anime too.
Yeah, like yeah, they could just go on the Funimation website and they're like, "Oh, time to watch anime," and they're like, "What's this reviewers thing?" And
Yeah,
then they
because
just see like,
it's not gonna ask you if you're 18 and above. You know.
yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched the anime, but I don't know if there's like there's actual like genitals or not. But even like even if they censor that out, it's still like incredibly explicit.
This was when I was just like browsing the hub.
Uh-huh.
Yes, the hub.
Some guy decensored some stuff, so I think it is censored at first.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's censored. But yeah.
It's wild when it comes to like Japanese censorship, because we all know about like Japanese porn has always got the censors. It's all pixelated stuff. But when it
Yeah.
comes to like actual shows or anime, it sometimes like the breasts and the nipples are censored, but then other times it's not, and you're like, huh, how does this work? I don't understand. It's
Yeah,
just,
I don't know how it works.
Yeah,
Like-
I remember thinking that with High School of the Dead when I first watched it. I
Yes.
saw a nipple and I was like, "Whoa, you can do that!"
Exactly. I saw the bath scene with all the girls, and I just saw that. I'm like, huh, that's wild. Or even like some shows where the characters are like little kids, or at least there's little kids in the show, and there's like a naked little boy, and you just see his like pee pee right there. You're like, what?
Bro,
How-
have you
how's that?
seen
Dragon Ball?
Shin-chan?
Oh yeah, Shinten, yeah.
Dude,
I saw it in Gurren Lagann. I saw it also as well in the baby isekai. It's just like you see a little boy dick, and you're like, that's allowed.
Bro,
Yeah,
have
if you
not
watch
seen,
Dragon Ball,
Crayon Shin-chan?
you see, like-
yeah,
Yeah, if you watch Dragon Ball, you see like Kid Goku dick like all the time.
yeah, you see his pee.
But anyway, sorry, go on, Dean.
I think the first time I've seen like a anime that has, like the non-censored was Crayon Shin-chan. This used to be my childhood too, actually. This guy's funny as fuck. But yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna ask you guys, what is the some of the worst anime you guys have ever seen? Because I remember I was recommended a show called School Days. And
Bro, what do you
I
mean?
didn't know what it was
can't-
about.
I disagree.
I was like, I watched the show and I was like, oh, this is like some rom com or some shit. And then the guy likes a girl, and then you just watch this guy be like such a fucking degenerate. He's just like fucking girls all the time. He's like a Giga Chad where he's just like every girl you see on the show, he just fucks later on, and then he just like really mind fucks like the girl he liked at the beginning, but then she doesn't put out. So he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna have sex with everyone else who wants to have sex with me. And then towards the end, like I think the last 2 episodes, like I think the second to last one, he gets like, spoiler alert, brutally murdered. And I'm just like, oh god, what the fuck? And then the last episode, like he gets his head cut off from his corpse or some shit by the initial love interest, and then there's just so much fuckery going on in all 12 episodes. And like I was like so committed to finishing it because I was like already so deep. I'm like, fuck. And then yeah, it was probably one of the worst anime I've ever seen.
I disagree. One of the top best anime right there. It's the same as Higurashi. Best romantic comedy. Oh.
We made a mistake.
We made a mistake.
I did.
Is that
are we
it's that time of the week?
All right, so
oh no.
yeah. So right now we have
Oh.
Ron. We're talking through him through the gates of the
Yeah.
underworld right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wi-Fi is not really good down there.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
He's
okay,
finally
okay.
back in our
This
episode,
is
guys.
Ron.
Hey,
Finally
he's back.
Ron in the
Hey,
afterlife.
he's back.
Wait, are you guys in a podcast right now?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Hey,
You forgot
get
to
in the-
move to the other room.
Get in the other room, you fucking weirdos.
All right. Well,
It's too late now. It's too late now. We gotta keep going.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be a
We
no
gotta
name.
commit. We already committed.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're just gonna be a
excuse me,
no name.
I will-
We don't know
I
you.
will- okay,
So,
okay, I'm,
for all you guys who don't know, this is our one of our founding members of the podcast. He died a little while back. And
His name's Joram now.
Been like what 20 episodes.
20-something episodes, yeah.
Bro, come back. Comes back after 20
Nah,
something episodes.
I'm in prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm in prison. I'm just getting my 5-minute call right now.
Oh
Of course,
shit.
the man would come back during the anime talk.
I know.
All the viewers are like,
Oh.
"Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah.
Dude,
His name's Joram.
If you want to find out who he is, check out episode 1
Yeah, fact. And 2. And that's
and
it.
2.
Before he goes to prison.
Yeah, we're talking about anime for the last 55, well, almost 56 minutes now.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm coming at the butt end of the podcast then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
around there.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Nah.
you guys might want to blur me out or blurb my intro out.
No, this is
Okay.
happening.
It's too late now. We're 56 minutes in.
Yeah.
Oof, we're too deep in. All right, cool. Go ahead. Anime.
All right, now
We're talking
what were
about school days.
school days? Oh, that's all right.
Oh, you
Bro-
sickos.
Bro,
Yeah,
there
it
was this one there I think it was OVA or some shit where the main character and the initial love interest jumped off the building and then the other girl was like right there as soon as they hit the floor.
What the fuck?
Are you
Yeah.
still talking about school days or is it something
Yes,
else?
sir. This is school days.
Is this like an alternate ending?
I don't remember
Yeah,
this
yeah,
happening in the show.
I remember
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one because this one fucking like, oh shit! I was like, damn, my guy can't take no breaks.
I mean,
I'm-
it sounds like from like Jim's description, this guy sounds like a piece of shit. So
He's like cheating on everybody with everybody.
okay, Paul. He's essentially a hoe.
yeah,
He's just
that doesn't change.
hoeing around.
that doesn't make it any better. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
just
saying.
hoeing around.
Look, I'm not saying hoes are bad people or pieces of shit. I mean, if that's what you do for a living, all right, all the power to you. I'm just
Well,
saying
I mean-
the context of this character.
I mean, that wasn't what he
Sounds like
did
a
for a
piece of shit.
living.
I think
It was
school
more
days
like-
is the ultimate moral compass. You either like sympathize with the main character because you're like, damn, I wish I was a Chad with him, like him, or you're like, fuck this guy. This guy's a piece of shit. You know, it's like a moral compass. You're either black or white. You know.
I am
Yeah,
number.
that's right.
I am definitely option one.
You a hoe.
No,
I
no, I just like damn.
Yeah,
This
Yeah,
guy's
you
a-
are. You
this guy's
definitely
mega
a
Chad.
hoe.
Doesn't that show also? When did that show come out? Or
I don't remember.
it's based on like
must
a
have been-
visual novel, wasn't it?
Probably. I don't know.
I think so. Because doesn't it have like an old art style to it, like a mid 2000s art style to it?
First episode date was July 3rd, 2007.
2007. All right, so like, yeah, about like mid 2000s then. Sounds about
so,
right. Then.
So before so it was one of my friends at the time. He recommended that show. Before that, he recommended me some like okay stuff. Like he recommended Future Diary, which I enjoyed, even though it was like
Yeah.
a shit fest.
Future
And then
Diary
after he sent me School Days and I watched it, I was like, yeah, I'm not asking you for any more stuff.
And then
It didn't bother
let's
you
look
enough.
at Boku no Pico.
Oof.
I never watched it, but one of my friends did. And then after the first episode, he just kept watching, and I was like, "Why? You could
How
stop
many
anytime."
episodes are there again? Isn't there like?
I think there's
Three or
3, but
something?
I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think anyone else here watched it. I believe.
Haven't you watched it, Ron or Dean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
What really?
Yes, sir.
What possessed you to watch it?
I can neither confirm nor deny. How about
Memes.
that? Is that fair?
The memes.
Yep.
You heard the memes like, yes, his little boys cross-dressing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But weren't they like banging each other? Weren't they like having like sex with each other?
I don't know, Paul. You gotta watch it to
I
find
will.
out.
No,
Yeah,
I don't want to.
You're gonna have to
I
watch
will
it.
not-
This is
No.
for
Yeah, I will
scientific
never spoil
research.
it for you.
No, I assumed you guys watched it, so I don't have to.
Oh no!
No,
Well,
it's
I
not
can't
like that.
spoil it for you. You know, it's silly.
That's one of those things I'm fine with being spoiled, and
No,
or
no, no,
but
no.
maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, you don't know what you want.
I don't know.
You might want to bring like some lotion, watch it on your side, you know, without no pants, so you can touch your thighs.
All right. Well, that tells me all I need to know. I guess that's my answer. But yeah. Worst anime I've ever watched. I remember hating Infinite Stratos.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
I agree with that.
I
too.
agree on that one.
What? Which one? The second one, or I feel like it was just
All
like
of it.
all hard.
Oh,
all of it.
all of it. The only reason why I started watching that show was Charlotte. The only reason why I continue watching that show and finish was Charlotte. That's all I
So-
cared.
So
Charlotte
if you
was
guys,
actually
for all you
really
guys who
good.
don't know what Infinite Stratos is, pretty much it's like a mech anime,
Yep.
sorta, where like it's like a school. I think it was all girls except for this one dude,
Mhm.
and then it's like a typical like harem situation where like you're like the only dude, and then the school's all girls, and they all love you and shit. And then I think each of the main girls were from different countries. Like one was like Russian, one was Japanese, one was Chinese, one was
English,
French, one was English.
French, yeah, and German.
I think German. I think I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm leaving any out, but
That sounds about right.
Yeah, you're
pretty much
you're
they're all in love with them, and then throughout the entire series, they fucking like flirt with him like super hard. Like one of them was like, "Hey, like I can give you hand job," and the main character was like, "Okay, that didn't happen," but the main character was
I was
like,
like, for real?
Wrong.
the main character was like,
Wrong anime.
"Hand job? Oh, you mean hug job friends?"
Yes.
And then these girls would like throw
was so
themselves at him, and he's like, "Ew, ew, girls." And then you're just like, "What the fuck? I know you aren't gay, bitch. Like, come on, do something." And then
People have said that the reason why the main character is so dense in that show is, according to the visual novels or the manga or whatever, is that he knows that these girls are into him. He just plays dense on purpose so they don't kill him, because whenever they fight over him or if they get angry, they get super violent. Like, actually
Yeah.
transforming into their mech, like attacking him.
You know what?
Yeah.
that's just bad. Either it's one bad writing and two bad comedies. That's why the show sucks.
You know what? He probably watched School Days, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not having this ending."
Maybe, but they never showed that in the actual anime, and that's what I watched. And
You know what
so
though?
when I saw that, I was so upset with the main characters. Like, how are you this
Yeah.
dumb?
Like, shit, bitch. Like, pick one, move on. Like, or pick all of them if you can. Like, up to you, man. You just got to pick something instead of doing nothing.
Literally, one of the girls could just stand half naked in a bikini, or with just like an apron, and just like, "Hey, you want a smooch?" And he'd be like, "I don't understand. What does
Is
this
that a
mean?"
cookie?
Where's the smoothie?
No.
You said smoothie.
Exactly. I hated that show so much. It was such a slog, and again, I only stayed for Best Girl Charlotte. That's
You're
it.
there, like
Best
like,
girl, the big
you're there
sister.
for the girls, not for like the plot, because the plot was like non-existent. It was just like
Mhm.
Best
people
girl's
and
the big
robots.
sister, Paul.
I mean that too. I could also get down with the big sister, and even like that one red-haired friend is like younger sister. She is kind of cute, but she was only there for like one scene. That's it.
Yeah,
Everyone else did not care for. Except maybe a Russian sister, but Russian older sister. But other than that, just care for no one else.
yeah. And you're just watching like one season, you're like, nothing's happening. And then
Yep.
if you push yourself to watch the second season, you're like, nothing's still happening. I don't remember what the original plot was. Like, come on, bang somebody, do something, kiss someone,
I
something.
think he eventually picked someone. I think
I don't remember. I dropped it.
at the end of season 1, but I guess season 2 came by. And like it was all a dream or something. I don't fucking remember. I was
Yeah,
so upset.
who cares at this point?
Who cares?
Which
Who
is
cares?
unfortunate because the name of the show sounds like, oh, maybe something's gonna happen, but no, nothing happens.
Nothing
Yeah,
happened.
There's nothing happens.
You know what my best anime is? Koryo Zombie desu ka.
Oh yeah, that one's not too bad.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Don't think.
Elfen lied. Actually, Elfen lied too.
Yeah, those are like top 3 romance right there, including Higurashi and School Days.
Yep.
What about you, Kenny? What's your least favorite anime of all time, or worst anime of all time?
I don't know really. Like if the anime doesn't catch me in the first episode, like I just stop watching it. To be honest, I don't even finish it. Like Tokyo Ghoul. I only watched like maybe 3 minutes of it, and then I'm like, yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul actually did like, and then after season 1, it came something else. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So if it doesn't catch me in the first episode, I don't bother watching.
We need more people like you, Kenny. We need to be more like you. Too many times we're just like, I mean, I already started this anime. I'm already.
It's like I'm too deep in.
I might as well finish.
I have like a 3-episode thing where I'm like, okay, I'll give it 3 episodes. Maybe they don't do anything in the first 2, and then the third one something happens, and then after that, if it's good, I'll keep watching. At a certain point though, where I'm like, I'm already 8 episodes in. There's like 4 episodes left. I'm like, fuck. All right.
Might as well finish it.
Yeah.
Just for
the sunk,
closure, you know.
It's the sunk cost.
Can I say this though? I will never watch JoJo. I'm not hurt a lot of people's feelings, but it just feels like I can't watch it anymore.
I hear really good things, but I've just been so turned off from watching it where I'm just like,
thank you. Yeah. Like for reasons,
Yeah.
Is it the JoJo fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if like one day you're like, okay, I'll give this a try, like just watch it by yourself, then like it's pretty good.
Yeah, but
I mean, I think all of us have a show that's like
like
popular, but we just haven't watched it.
I have a lot of things that I have not touched. Not touched. One Piece. Not touched Naruto. I've not touched. Blanking. I'm blanking.
Keijo, Miho Keijo.
That's just fan service.
The butt anime, eh?
I was entertained by it, right?
Sometimes I just watch stuff on YouTube.
That's one of those anime that I was like, it's just fan service. I'm dropping it. But then, the duality of me is like, damn, service.
It was so bad though. It was good. Like that's what Keijo was.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm usually like, yeah, hell yeah, fan service. But that one was just like, all right.
It's like watching WWE, but except it's not fake, and then they're fighting with butts, right? Like, come on.
you're like, what am I supposed to do? I have to finish this.
Yeah, sorry, boys. I couldn't.
I only saw one clip of it, and I was just like, this one girl was just like lying down on her bed, tired, and this other girl came by, like, have you been working too hard again? You mustn't push yourself too much. And then she just pulled down this girl's pants and just started massaging her butt. I was like, whoa, what is this?
It's not a show I would watch again, but for the first time I watched it, I was like, all right, this entertained me enough. It's not a masterpiece or nothing, but sometimes I just turn off my brain.
Just looking at how it is.
But yeah, well, so yeah, there's like a lot of shows that are so bad that it's good. This is one show where like it's like some stupid like King's game or some shit where they have to follow like their phone giving them orders, and
wasn't it called King's game?
Yeah, and all the classmates started dying one by one. It was really bad, but I was just like, wow, it's so bad, it's good. But yeah, But anyway, we're like an hour and 9 minutes in. You guys want to wrap it up?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, you can catch our other episodes are on YouTube. It's in the description below. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can watch our live streams every Wednesday, 6:30 PST on twitch.tv/the_Nincompoops. You're right, Ron? You fucking dying or something? Choking?
He's
Oh, I guess the connection to hell isn't really holding up.
Yeah.
So, if you want to see more Ron, let us know. Not that it's gonna happen, but let us know. If you want us to talk about anime and manga more, which we can, I think we're able to do that.
I felt that we only touched like the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
More thing.
you never know.
I believe
his Ouija board's disconnecting.
Persuasion.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, if you guys want, let us know if you guys want us to revive Jeffrey or Ron first. Let us know.
Yeah.
You can only grab the Dragon Balls so many times.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, yeah. Hope you guys had a good time, and see you guys next time.
All right. See you
Bye.
later.
Laters.
Bye, losers.